do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. This one swung out here to Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Wentz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, Wentz. Dancing to his left. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Jones. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And the next-gen stats going to show his total distance covered there. How about 90 yards on the nose? The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, it's Wentz. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. These two teams all tied after 1. Second and 11 now. Play action. Now Wentz. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Tannehill. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there on the run. Wentz now on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Tannehill a throw out wide that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Tannehill. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Boss Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Tannehill letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 84 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. It's Tannehill. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Dante Jackson picks it. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it, there's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. It's Kelsey on the ground. Always got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. On first down, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
Touchdown! It's complete. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Steelers 49, Ravens 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Wentz to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?